Good morning, ma'am. We are Group 8 RFID-based student tracking for attendance, and I am Johan MENDOZA, who will be discussing the introduction to our proposal. And so first of all, the application of RFID technologies in enhancing the efficiency of processes and their overall systems can be seen in the areas of major distribution and manufacturing networks, logistic informations such as clothing industry, supermarkets, healthcare systems, defense industries. Also inclusive is the global product shipments where product must be traced and identified in a non-contact wireless fashion using a computer network. And so the proposed system is to automatically manage students' attendance using RF technology. The proposal is one such system where students' information must be collected and managed from RFID readers installed in the lecture halls. It is at utmost important that this identification of students be done seamlessly without causing stampede and chaos in the lecture halls and other venues within the campus. RFID allows this since it is not a line of sight and hence data can be collected once a student is in the reader's range. So the paper discusses the implementation of RFID for attendance data acquisition integrated with RF module for the data transmission to a certain central database server wirelessly from usage. An RF module is a microelectronic device used to transmit and receive data between two readers. And so the statement of our problem is to reduce the cost of the system that monitors and tracks students by means of providing a custom solution to the issue. Our scope and limitations are as follows: the number of RFID to be made, cooperation of the students, cooperation of the educational institution. Our objective are to develop a prototype for tracking and monitoring students' attendance and to introduce other means of informing a parent to the current location of their child.
For our methodology, a conceptual framework to visualize the proposal to a much simpler concept. For the figure above, it displays 3 different tags and each tag is held by the student as an ID. The receiver are placed in 3 different venues within the campus and each will cover no more than 15 feet. As the student carrying the tag goes along the covered area of the receiver will send data to the decoder of the main circuit. Afterwards, the sent data will be transferred to a buffer. After going through the buffer of the output of it is given to a parallel port that is connected to a PC. The PC will then charge up the storage and records all of the tags from one venue to another. It will calculate the time and the said student enter and leaves the particular venue. It will also be possible to send a message to the guardian of the said student updating him or her to the child's current location. Next figure, we have the main system. Tags modulate an identification code into the RF signal and relay the tag signal at fixed intervals. The antennas will receive and process the signal, then resolve the identification of the tags within the area. The reader will then receive the data into the computer. The computer then assembles and receives data and archive it in storage. It can be cloud or ROM or non-volatile storage. Next figure, we have the function tree diagram of the RFID. The main system acts as an interface in the middle of the computer and the receiver circuit. It also collects the data. Next, we have receiver that receives the location and the other information taken from the tags. Lastly, we have transmitter for transmitting the location and GSM module used to send messages of the data. For the next figure, we have the details of the build-up of the artifact. Next, an RFID system tracks the exact time a student enters or leaves a certain location within the campus. Since readers can scan to 10 meters, the reader will have to be placed at secure location The utilization of the passive tags for the student identification is very applicable since it lowers the cost and has a lighter weight. An RFID consists mainly of two components, the tag used to carry the data that is located on the object to be monitored or tracked, and the reader to read the data being transmitted. Various readers are equipped with additional interface to be able to forward the data once received to another system. RFID tags has the capabilities of saving anything from location to specific information. There has been a research considering the use of RFID for authentication, location, and transaction, which is planned to be embedded under the human skin, and it is under consideration for tracking banknotes. Thank you.
Let us now proceed to the conclusion. This research has yet to be proven effective with the use of RFID technology. This will make it easier for both parties, students and the teacher, in tracking their attendance. Monitoring students strictly with their attendance will have an effect that could make students be aware and responsible for their actions. This technology will not just decrease absences, but help keep track of students' security. In our recommendations, we recommend that in further works, this technology can be much improved and is functioned by additional features. Apply this in home-based environment. Parents can detect their children using the RFID technology, tracking people for the sake of security purposes such as suspected people, wallet, and etc.